Alright guys, what's going on? So I'm doing the reel review today, and I'm also fishing, so it's gonna be a little, urban pond fishing reel review. You guys want to see, I'm like right next to a baseball field, bunch of houses, there's a school over there. Spawn added some new structure that wasn't there before, so there should be fish holding on that. Lots of weeds grew, so there should be fish under the weeds. Should be fish in the shade by the tree over there on that side of the pond in the shade. That side of the pond should have more fish. I got a new rod with it too, the Berkeley Lightning. I did, this is a really cheap setup. This is the whole point I got it. This was $30 on sale at Dick's. I price matched it online. And this reel was $64 with a 10% coupon on Amazon. So usually like all my setups are around like $250 setups. Like the reel will be a little bit more expensive than the rod, but I get like $100 rod. So but I kind of want to just get a little budget setup, a little throwaway setup, something I could take with me, throw in the back of the car and not really give a fuck about. I got some 10-pound line, I got some yum dingers, I got some hooks, some bullet weights. And let's see if we can make something happen. I'll get back to you guys when something happens. What's up guys, it's Suburban Angling, and I know I'm interrupting the fishing and all that, but sadly there wasn't a lot of fishing today. I didn't really get a lot of good clips today when I was at the pond, even though it did look like a good pond to fish. Lots of vegetation around the edges, lots of shade for the best to hide in when it was hot, lots of overhanging trees, the green things that the ducks were hanging out in the middle. There was shade on the opposing side of the sun, because like a shadow. So there's a lot of stuff for the bass to hide under, but I can only pull out one fish, which I have a clip of, which you guys will see. But overall, it was a pretty mild day of fishing. Got a lot of bites from some things that I missed. So I basically decided to just do a review of the reel inside and just leave it at that. So first things first, it is the Piscifun Phantom. That is the reel that we are reviewing today. The reason I chose to buy this reel is because, well, I'm a high school kid, alright? So I have money to spend on higher reels. I could buy like a nice Lews or a nice Shimano, a nice Garcia, etc. But when I look for reels, I always try to find the cheapest, most quality reel I can find from those brands. I never go with like a $200 model or something like that. And it makes me think like, what if there's other brands out there that specialize in making budget fishing gear that do it so good that their budget fishing gear might be better than something like an $80 Abu Garcia Silver Max or something like that. Even though obviously the Abu Garcia Revo SX is going to be better than something like this, hands down. It's going to be better. It's going to last you longer. I think so anyway, because I'm going to do a 3-month update on this reel once I use it and, wear it and tear it out, and we're gonna see if this thing can last with one lubrication for 3 months, because sometimes with new reels you have to lube them up a couple times. But anyway, I did also pair it up with the Berkeley Lightning rod, but this is not going to be a review about that rod. I just wanted to put a few notes about it. It was usually $40. I got it for $30 at Dick's. It's a pretty good rod, but it was kind of stiff, and honestly, it's medium heavy, so it wasn't meant for lighter lures, and I know that, but it's only rated for a ½ ounce to an ounce lure, so you couldn't really I couldn't even throw an 1/8 ounce bullet head with the yum dinger on it. It was just not, like, I could cast it, and I did catch my one bass on it, but, it took a lot of precision to aim. I couldn't just do my usual flip it out there, look where I want it. I had to really focus on where I was casting because of backlashes and stuff like that due to how light the lure was. But once I set the reel up with some better settings, that stopped and it was alleviated a little bit. But I had like a little bit of a clicking sound with the reel, but it honestly wasn't anything alarming. It was super smooth the whole time. I just think that it needs to be lubed up a little bit. So right outside the box, I did not lube it. Most of the reviews of this thing that are all good reviews are people saying that once they lubed it up right outside the box, it was a good reel. So I'm not too worried about all that. It still performs smooth. The drag still performs smooth when I caught the bass. And everything, honestly, I can't complain about it. I just wanted to say that this rod for $30 did the job. I only bought it because I just wanted something cheap to put on the budget reel so that'd be a comparable setup. I didn't want to put a $150 rod or a $100 rod with a $60 reel, even though you could do that, but usually I prefer to put like a $150 reel with like a $100 rod or something like that, or like a $120 rod, or like a nice like like the St. Croix Premiers or something like that. But anyway, that's beyond the point. I'm trying to keep this review nice and short, under 10 minutes. So back to the Piscifun. I know it's backwards. Piscifun Phantom. I'm just gonna go through the specs first, and then I'll go through my personal opinion. So, yeah, let me flip it around real quick. Oh, it'd be cool if I could keep it under 8 minutes. This is so stupid. To show you guys, I'm like putting it through the hole in my shelf. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's 7/0-1. It has 7+1 or 6+1 ball bearings, so there's 7 ball bearings. It has a nice carbon fiber handle, and actually the whole body is made out of carbon fiber, which is another point. It's super light, 5.7 ounces, so that's why it's so light. It's made out of carbon fiber, which is also why it can be so cheap and be so quality. Because the internals of it, if you actually look at some reviews and look it up, which I know you can't trust everything everybody says, but the reviews from people writing out paragraphs, taking pictures, taking the reel part by part, saying that they're real servicers and that the parts that they're seeing here for the money are like top notch, whatever. Basically, and also their website is really nice. They shipped in 2 days. I didn't have any problems with anything, so far they have left a good impression on me. Look at the reel, looks cool. I mean, with the green accents on the black, so it's a good looking reel. And one thing about the bearings that I didn't mention before is they're sealed, so you can also do saltwater fishing with it and they won't corrode, so that's really nice too. Here's the tension knob, the drag spoke, which is also carbon fiber. The button right here is also carbon fiber. I don't even know what this is. The spool has a lot of holes in it, and it's lighter and it's more hollow, so that's also what allows the reel to be so light. It has really nice thick foam, hard foam like handles, and extended like handles, so when you reel into the fish you can crank into them really nice if they're in grass or anything like that. So those are just some cool things about the reel that I like. They thought about a lot of little things, and it's nice. It's nice to have a company like that making budget reels that can do all those things. And another thing I didn't mention, but I'm kind of getting to, that's why I flipped over the reel, dual braking system. It is a magnetic one on the outside that you can turn right here, and you get positive clicking on that, which is really nice. You're not just turning it. And also, if you open it, and I'm not gonna open it, but if you open this, there is another braking system inside with another knob, which is the internal braking system. So that's a nice feature. So it's $70, but most of the time you can get it on Amazon with a 10% coupon, like automatically applied or a 5 or a 6% coupon. I got it for like $64.59 with free 2-day shipping, so that's pretty nice. But $70 usually, but even on their website you can get a coupon off 15%, so it'll be $60 on their website. It's cheaper than Amazon. I just got it on Amazon because the shipping is nicer and I could get it faster. But still, for the price, all the features that come with it are really nice. No corrosion, the extended handle, the carbon fiber body, for even though that's how they make it cheap and it is more brittle and it might not lead, you get what I'm trying to say. It might lead to the reel not lasting as long. If the internals are good and you take care of it and you don't drop it or you don't run it over with your car or anything like that, it should last you a good, long time. And long time is relative. If you're buying a $300 reel, you're gonna want that thing to last you at least 5 years minimum, right? You're gonna expect it to not break. You're gonna expect it to last you until you get another one, and then maybe in a couple years, like 3 years, you get good use of it. You get into the newer version, and then after 5 years, it breaks because you stop caring about it and you drop it, and it's like whatever, you don't care. You got 5 years use out of it. But most of the time, those reels will last you years. My grandpa has reels that last years. I used reels from the 80s that he's had, but this long for this reel might be relative. It might be like 2 years or 3 years max, because you paid $64 for this. So if you and same thing with this rod, you're gonna use these things for a couple years, I mean 1 or 2 seasons. Once that happens, you're probably gonna get a couple dozen paychecks by then. So you're obviously gonna upgrade. You might get the better version of this. You might get the better version of this. You might go with a whole different setup. But no matter what, you're gonna have enough money to replace this. So I'm impressed with it, needless to say. But yeah, it casted pretty far. It, once I adjusted it, it was really nice, really smooth. The only thing was the clicking, but I think once I oil it up, that'll be a little bit better. And just overall, it's really sleek. It looks really nice. I'm impressed with it. All the buttons, all the turns, every single thing that moves on it is responsive and gives you positive clicking, so I like that too. So I'm just gonna put in some clips of it casting, of the fish that I caught, and that's it. If you made it this far, and if you've been watching and you guys enjoyed this review and you guys want to see a long-term review of it later after 3 months, comment down below, leave a like, subscribe, and just check out my videos that I'm going to post in the future. This is a small channel, but we're going to grow, guys. I'm not just going to be doing small reviews in my room. I'm not just going to be fishing at ponds. I'm going to be going on my kayak. I'm going to be doing river fishing. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff. I know you guys can't see my face, but I'm sitting on my chair on my desk. It's late. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that this Piscifun reel for the money is Suburban Angling approved, and I think you guys should go check out their website and go check out some of the other products that they have, and I'll put a link to their website in the description. Peace. There we go. Right into the weeds right in front of me. Dead fish head in front of me. Alright guys, I got a bass from casting right there. I don't know if you guys can see it very well. I was right there. He's very small because this is a small pond bass, but he's about a pound. He's, if you guys can get a good look at him.